Hello and welcome to this build video. I've decided to start a fairy tale build series, and the first character we are starting with is actually the Woodsman from Snow White. He's kind of a side character, but for some reason this is the first character that came to mind. Let's learn a little bit more about him. So looking at his Symbology panel, the traits that I gave our Woodsman James is loner, maker, loves outdoors, and he's got this bonus trait of collector because he has the aspiration of outdoor enthusiast, of course. And let's also look at his outfits. Here is James Woodsman's other everyday outfit. Here is James's formal wear. Here is our Woodsman's athletic wear. Here are James's jammies. Here is our Woodsman's party garb. Here's our swimwear. Here's our hot weather wear. And here's our outerwear or winter wear. The lot that I've moved James onto is in Henford-on-Bagley. It is, I think, one of the only vacant lots in this world. I can't quite remember, but it is a 50 by 40 tile lot, so quite large. And we're going to build James a cabin in the woods. Now, Henford-on-Bagley is not exactly in the woods, it's kind of more in the countryside, but we're going to get a lot of trees on this lot. We're going to have lots of natural finishes, wood, stone, those kinds of things, so let's get into the build. Now, I don't want to make this cabin too large because generally cabins in the woods are not large, and also James is a woodsman, which means he cuts down trees in the woods to make money, and I don't think that's going to bring in a lot of revenue. And I'm wondering if I should make this kind of a studio cabin. I mean, we kind of have some templates already in The Sims 4 to consider. There's the hermit in Granite Falls, so this cabin may end up looking a lot like something that should go in Granite Falls. Maybe we can start with something like this. I mean, I don't know. I kind of know what I'm going for, but I'm just gonna have to feel my way through it. We should probably do some matching spandrels. For some reason I'm thinking that this cabin might look good kind of being on stilts. Move this rock out of the way. This door from Werewolves I think would go quite well. I mean, this window from Werewolves might also work, but I'd like to have some actual glass in the windows. These snowy escape windows are actually quite nice and might work. Shabby sophisticated, is that a thing? Maybe some of the ranch windows might work. Some of the base game windows also could be good. Right, the interior. Now, since this is supposed to be a cabin. Oh, and there are I had this in mind, but for some reason I didn't see it when I was looking for exterior finishes. So definitely these ranch log siding. That's gotta go on the exterior, and then we could do planking inside. Okay, and when you walk in, I think we'll do, right when you walk in, we can kind of have like a library, maybe sitting area, have like a little kitchen area over here, a bed area over here, I mean, we don't have a whole lot of room to work with in here. Oh, and then the other thing that I need to think about is the privy. Okay, since this is a cabin, we're not going to have any electronics. It's just going to be books and seating areas, and also not a lot of appliances as well. But you know the one thing I'm missing, actually, that I can't believe I forgot, is a fireplace. Let's just move that further away from the fireplace. Okay, over here we're gonna have a little kitchen. I actually might have to adjust the windows just a smidge. The ranch countertops seem very appropriate. We just need a very simple sink. Let's see. It's not a bad bed. It's not like low quality or anything. I think it's looking a little dark in here, actually. No, that's not what I wanted. I mean, it is supposed to be a cabin in the woods, so it's probably going to be dark, but it's looking a little dark. I think I might change a couple of my color choices here. So we are going to do an outdoor cooking area. It's going to be still very rustic. The cabin is great, I think. I think I'm happy with that. And oh, the roof, I was wondering what that shadow was. The roof did not move. Let's also put a rustic seating area out here in case our woodsman wants to dine outdoors. And again, the key word is rustic. Is this rustic enough? That might be actually a little too fancy. Here we have our outdoor dining area, and let's work on the bathroom a little bit. The woodsman is not going to have many visitors probably, so we might do this kind of outdoor shower idea. Again, some lighting so we can see our outdoor shower, but it doesn't say that it's actually off the grid. Are there any real candles? This is electric. Are there any actual candles we can? Yes, there's this one. Okay, so I've got to change some things. Trees do cost money unless I use the free kind of trees, which I don't really like the free kind of trees, so I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but I'm going to try and give this cabin in the woods idea. And you know, actually, what I want to do first is I'd like to fill out our kind of trail idea or our path idea. Okay, now let's get into some more trees. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to match the style of the surrounding countryside. I'd like to. I mean, but we've got a lot of kind of green leafy types of trees in this world, and the cabin in the woods that I was thinking of would be kind of more of a Granite Falls pine kind of forest, but we'll see what I come up with here and what I can afford. I'm trying to give the illusion of a forest. I know that evergreen trees, I mean, we don't have to be super realistic here, I guess, but I know that evergreen trees do not like things to grow underneath them, actually, so they drop poison onto the ground so that no other plants can grow near them, so having those flowers underneath the tree isn't necessarily realistic, which is why in pine forests it's usually just all pine needles and dirt. Okay, so we've got our front area right here with our mailbox. We've got our doorstep and front door. We've got our off-the-grid lights. We have our dining area and barbecue. And if we go inside, we've got our very simple living area, very rustic, still off the grid. We've got our reading area over here. We've got our very cheap futon bed with our indoor dining area and a couple of decor items on the wall. And then back here we have our privy and our shower area. It's very simple. And then our suggestion of a pine forest all around the cabin. I used almost all of 20,000 simoleons to build this cabin in the woods that's supposed to look very rustic and cheap, but of course it's not. When you start to get into putting flowers and trees on the lot, especially if you're not using the free kind, then it very quickly becomes more expensive than I would like. But there you are. Here is our finished Woodsman's cabin from the Woodsman character in the fairy tale Snow White. Here is our Woodsman, who's going to go in and have a very nice love day today all by himself. And thanks for watching. Please like the video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. I'm pretty much brand new and would love to have you as one of my first few subscribers. The next fairy tale build I'm going to do is Rapunzel. So I'll create a sim that looks like Rapunzel, and then I'll build a tower for her on some lot in some world here in The Sims 4. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.